Google might be doing something dangerous with the Pixel 11 Pro XL camera. And by dangerous, I mean they're quietly betting that most people won't notice what actually matters until it's already too late to ignore. On the surface, the leaks look calm, even familiar. But underneath, there's a shift happening that could redefine how Pixel cameras age, how video finally becomes usable, and why Google may no longer care about winning spec sheets at all. If you enjoy uncovering the stuff brands never put in the keynote slides, make sure to like this video, share it with someone who still thinks megapixels equal quality, and subscribe. This channel lives in the gaps between the headlines, and that's where the real stories usually hide. Let's start with the main camera, because this is where most people will instantly say, wait, that's it? The Pixel 11 Pro XL is expected to stick with a 50-megapixel main sensor. No massive jump, no outrageous number. And that's exactly why this decision matters. Google isn't chasing shock value anymore. They're chasing control. A familiar sensor allows Google to push computational photography harder than ever, especially when paired with Tensor G6. That means deeper HDR stacking, smarter noise reduction, and color consistency that doesn't fall apart when lighting changes mid-shot. What this suggests is subtle but important. Google may be designing the Pixel 11 Pro XL camera not for launch day demos, but for reliability over years. Fewer unpredictable results. Fewer "why does this photo look weird" moments. It's a move away from impressing reviewers and towards satisfying long-term users. Now let's talk about the telephoto camera, because this might be the quiet MVP of the entire setup. Rumors point to a roughly 48-megapixel periscope lens with improved optics and stabilization. Pixel zoom has always been clever, but clever doesn't always mean clean. Too often, AI has had to guess its way through missing detail. With a higher-resolution telephoto sensor, Google may finally reduce how aggressive that guessing needs to be. That means zoom shots that don't fall apart, faces that still look human, and distant objects that don't turn into oil paintings. And here's the underrated part: video zoom. If this telephoto sensor delivers cleaner native data, Pixel zoom video could finally become usable instead of experimental. That's a massive deal for creators who want flexibility without carrying multiple devices. The ultra-wide camera tells a similar story. Higher resolution and autofocus sound boring on paper, but in practice, they change everything. Autofocus ultra-wide means sharper landscapes, better night shots, and surprisingly good close-ups without switching modes. It also hints that Google might be synchronizing lens behavior more tightly than before. If color, exposure, and sharpness stay consistent as you switch lenses, the Pixel 11 Pro XL could quietly fix one of smartphone photography's most annoying frustrations. But the real pressure point is video. Pixel phones have dominated still photography for years, yet video has always been the weak link. Overheating, inconsistent stabilization, and aggressive processing have held them back. The Pixel 11 Pro XL camera leaks suggest higher-end video support, including advanced 8K capture, but the real story is sustainability. Better thermal management and smarter processing pipelines could allow longer recording sessions without quality dropping off. That's not flashy, but it's transformative. Front camera upgrades reinforce this shift. A high-resolution selfie camera suggests Google is finally acknowledging how people actually use phones now. Video calls, vlogs, streams, reactions, these aren't secondary anymore. Better facial detail, improved low-light performance, and cleaner background separation could quietly make the Pixel 11 Pro XL one of the best creator phones without ever marketing itself that way. What ties all of this together is intent. Nothing about the Pixel 11 Pro XL camera feels accidental. Google isn't swinging wildly. They're tightening screws, refining systems, building a camera that gets better over time through software updates rather than burning bright and fading fast. That's a risky strategy. It depends on trust. It depends on Google actually delivering long-term improvements. But if it works, the Pixel 11 Pro XL might be remembered not for one killer feature, but for being the Pixel that finally felt complete. And that raises a bigger question. If Google is done chasing numbers with its camera hardware, what else are they willing to rethink? Displays? Battery philosophy? Even the way Android integrates with imaging itself? Because once a company stops trying to win every spec war, it usually means they're preparing for a longer game. And we're probably only seeing the opening move. So now I want to know what you think. Are these quiet camera decisions a sign of maturity, or is Google playing it too safe this time? Drop your thoughts in the comments, rewatch the parts that stood out, and let's talk, because the more these leaks surface, the more it feels like something bigger is coming, and we're still missing a few crucial pieces of the puzzle.